Get ready to go into IKEA.
IKEA, you Kia, we all Kia for some furniture. Now we're looking at doing a little bit of minor remodeling, some new furniture, kind of freshen things up and change things around, just in an effort to make ourselves more comfortable in the rig. So this ought to be interesting.
So this is what happens whenever your wife really wants something. You figure out how to get it home. So we're just staying in Indianapolis area overnight tonight, and we stopped at IKEA to get a couch, a table, and chairs, because I really want to swap out what we have in the RV so it's more comfortable for us. And the only thing they had was the chairs and the couch. So we still have to order the table, but the couch box is pretty big. I'm not sure how we're gonna get it home, but he's figured out a way for me. So here's the back of the truck. And we still have to hook up the RV. So I don't know if that's gonna work. Probably have to put it inside. So we're probably gonna be walking around this massive box in our tiny house for tonight anyway. We'll see what happens. So things have changed a little bit.
Escalated quickly.
It's raining pretty hard out here, and it's nighttime, and we are bringing in a couch.
The box got wet on the way home. So we're gonna leave it in the back of the truck. We're going home tomorrow. See if we can't get it in the door.
Got it.
We got Halloween costumes too.
Not bad.
I mean, shouldn't be anything else in the box, I think. It's just, the instructions are there. Looks like there's a little packet. And we bought the legs separate.
Yeah. Okay. Look, it matches my pillow.
So nothing happens by accident. We recorded a video recently where we went to IKEA and we were shopping for some furniture, and we were planning on freshening things up. When we got back home, we have had a really significant problem with moisture in the RV. Condensation is not uncommon to these vehicles, to these trailers. And I consulted the community online, and there are lots of different things that you can do to help mitigate moisture getting in to the RV. But ours is pretty significant. And in the midst of some of the work that I'm doing to get the new furniture in and get things reconfigured, I discovered something. I discovered that underneath the booth, the moisture is, I mean, it's made the wall wet. So nothing happens by accident, and this is just an example of that. We were going to take the booth out anyway to put the couch right here. And if you can see right here where that wood transitions to a darker color, it's wet, and that's why. So in our work to get some remodeling done, some freshening up, some new furniture, we discovered this issue. Well, coincidentally, like I said, nothing happens by accident. I also this week ordered this right here. And this is a 50-pint dehumidifier. And somebody may see that and immediately think, well, that seems kind of excessive. A 50 pint, that's a pretty fat boy for an RV. And the research that I did said that it works about the same in terms of effectiveness as a 30 pint, but the higher capacity allows it to begin working faster. You see results quicker, and of course it'll hold more, so we can go longer stretches between having to dump the bucket. But come along for the ride with me today as I do some work in here, get this dehumidifier going, and see if we can't nail down some of these problems. Nice. So this is what I'm talking about. I mean, I don't know how detailed the camera is, but I, with my bare eye, I can see beaded water. This is a problem, and it's a pretty significant one. So as opposed to taking this booth out just to rearrange the furniture, now the job shifts to addressing this condensation issue. You know, today seems to just be a thumbnail sketch of the way this entire week has gone. When we started investigating the full-time RV process and really considering it as an option for our family, we heard several families make comments that there would be times where you would want to give up, to just walk away and say it's not worth the trouble, and just go back to a sticks and bricks home. This week was certainly one of those for me. We have mountaintop experiences. There are times in this full-time RV lifestyle where it's thrilling, it's exciting, it's amazing, and it's very worth it. And then there are valleys where you just want to throw up your hands, and you want to be warm and dry and not have little beetles or stink bugs or any of those things crawling around your home. But it'll all be all right. It will all be okay, and it's just a blip on the radar, and it's something that you're gonna have times like that in the house too, and that's a good thing to remind myself of.
My couch is in.
You feel pretty good about it?
Yes, I feel like it's opened up our space.
It really has. And, you know, that's without the table that we were going to order at IKEA, which I think will improve the space even more.
Mm-hmm. I already know that I'm going to like the IKEA table because with this table, we're able to move it around and kind of situate it when we're working at it and situate it when we're not working at it. So I like having it mobile.
Yeah.
And with the table at IKEA, it's not only gonna be mobile, but it's also gonna have flaps so we can make it smaller and even more so out of the way.
Yeah.
When we don't need it.
Yeah, so the temporary fix was to take, when I took the booth out, the little plates that the convertible legs for the booth table, the little plates that those fit into, I just screwed them onto a piece of plywood. And that way we had a place to put the posts. We've got a table. So we've got a temporary fix that doesn't look really horrible until we get the table that we want from IKEA. Now, I say really horrible. Michelle looked over there because there's a piece of plywood on the floor. But
it's serving the purpose.
Compared to like being a 23-year-old man with a big wire spool for a table, it looks pretty good. I mean, compared to what the plastic folding table that we've got outside.
Yeah, because we weren't going to do that.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're right. It is better than that. I will say one thing, that if I was to go back and do it again, I mismeasured.
Yeah.
I was thinking I only had 72 inches to fit a couch in when in fact I had 80 inches. So I have actually more space. So what I think we're going to do is order some small end tables for each side of the couch, which will be nice too, to have somewhere to set our things. But my favorite thing is this couch is comfortable. It's deep, so we can sit on it comfortably. I can lay on it. I mean, John can't really sleep on it, but I can. And it's just, it feels more like home and not an RV. And that was really what I was going for, is to give us a little bit more space, and the space that we have, use it in a functional, comfortable way. So before, I always stayed in the bedroom because when I, worked on the computer or whatever, because I didn't really feel comfortable on the couch or the love seat that was in here. And now I feel much more comfortable, and we don't have I didn't feel like the booth was comfortable to sit at. It was okay for meals, but not to sit and work. And the chairs that we have now are more ergonomically correct. I guess it's a good way to say that. And it's more, it feels more supportive.
It's a better all-around fit. The love seat that we had was okay. The booth was pretty uncomfortable, and we also avoided a significant problem with the purchase of the dehumidifier. The moisture issue was solved like that, and that, I think, speaks to the 50 pint versus the 30 pint. The whole point in buying that was the 50 pint takes up the same amount of space, but the bigger capacity allows it to work faster. And that day, it had the moisture drawn up in a couple of hours. Mm-hmm. And it's continued to work really well. So we're really pleased with the changes. All of that to say we're really pleased with the changes. I'm really pleased. Are you pleased?
Oh, I'm pleased with the changes.
Hopefully this is a beneficial video to you. If you're going through a similar situation, either with moisture or considering freshening up the RV, or if you're just along for the ride, we're so thankful to have you tuning into the videos. Please like and share. Subscribe if you haven't already, and make sure that you are following us on all the social media pages as well.